What's up, everybody? Today on Buzzard Gulch Garage, we're going to do something just a little different. I had a viewer ask for a more in-depth walk around of the Firebird we've been working on. So we're going to look at that. I'm going to flip y'all around and kind of tell you the backstory of how I got the car and all that. So it's a 1968 Firebird. It's a 350. It's automatic. It had the Super Turbine 300. The engine that's in it now is the original numbers matching 350. I rebuilt it years ago. It's in really good shape. I did put a turbo 350 in it. It has the original rear end. I believe it's like 293 gears. I've been doing paint and body work on this car for way too long. Actually, I haven't been doing it. That's why it looks like it does. The car was factory power steering, drum brakes. I did put disc brakes on the front. All the bushings have been replaced with the polyurethane bushings. I added sway bars front and rear. It had an original 4-core radiator in it because it was originally an air-conditioned car. That stuff was gone when I got it, but I had to replace the radiator. It got a leak in it, and you can't find a radiator shop nowadays, so I had to buy one of these aluminum radiators. That's why I had to fab up the shroud and the cover. That's why it looks kind of sketchy like it does. But the air conditioning stuff was all gone. Back in the 80s, I had a fab shop fab up the heater core. Nowadays, you can just buy a cover that pretty much does the same thing I did. This one's made out of metal. I do have a set of old 3-tube headers on it. It's got dual exhaust, 2.5 exhaust. I think it was a Summit kit. Fit pretty good, sounds pretty good. So it was 1980 something. Me and my dad were drag racing the GTO. I was working at a local parts store, so I knew everybody that had anything to do with automotive. And there was a guy that had I say used car lot, but he dealt in muscle cars, stuff like that, mainly. So one day he come into the parts store, and he knew I was a Pontiac guy. There wasn't many of them around. And he hit me up. He come across this Firebird. This guy was driving cross country, and it just happened. It quit on him. The oil pressure light come on, and it quit running. So Wild Bill hit me up because he knew I'd buy the damn thing. And he made me a deal on it. If I'd give him half, he'd hold it for me. And then when I paid the other half, I'd get the car. So we struck that deal. I paid $800 for the car. Like I said, it was 1980 something. And it took me a couple weeks to get the money. I got the car home. Come to find out, the only thing wrong with it, the fuel pump had went out and it was dumping gas into the engine. That was the low oil pressure. So I drained the oil, put new oil in it, put a new fuel pump on it. Back then it had the 2-barrel on it still. I got it running, drove. I mean, the car was... It was good. I mean, the guy drove it from California. So It's a pretty good car. I was going to build it as a daily driver because, like I said, I had my hot rod, but I got started on it. Life got in the way. Y'all know how it is, but that's how I ended up with it. And I've been tinkering with it. I actually had it running real good, and I was driving it. I tried to drive it at least once, twice a week, and then stuff happened again, and it ended up setting. And now that we're in the shape we are, where the fuel system's all junk now, but we're gonna get it back on the road, get it going. So the car is super straight, no rust. Let me see if I can get underneath here. And I'll apologize for my camera work. It's probably going to be pretty shoddy, but let me see if I can get y'all. This ain't going to work, is it? So there's the sway bars. I don't know if you can see the dual exhaust, but I did rebuild the rear end, put new bearings all in it. I did put tires on it a while back, so all that's good. Like I said, I put a turbo 350 in it. If you can see this front floor pan here, the red primer, so it was probably the early 90s. I had this setting at my dad's shop under a carport, and I had the windows out of it for whatever reason, probably because I was a young kid. But squirrels got in it, and they used this front floorboard for a bathroom pretty much. So I did have to replace, I had to put a patch panel in this floor pan. I did that several years ago, and it's all good now. But I do need to fix the interior, try to figure out what I'm going to do. This will be a upcoming video. I got to put in the turn signal switch. And we'll be getting it painted. It does need a windshield. All the other glass is good. I still haven't, I did get the spark plugs in. They came in the other day. I got them gapped, hadn't put them in yet, but I got to decide whether I really want to put the 2-barrel back on it just to see if I can make it run. But I haven't decided on that yet. We'll either put it on or put the 4-barrel back, but it does have a, you probably can't see it. Yeah, there it is. These cars are rear steer, so I did put a power steering gearbox off I think it's 77, 78 Trans Am. It was the WS6. So the car drives and handles great. Back in the day, you couldn't buy all the stuff like you can now, where disc brake conversions and steering gearbox conversions and all that. You had to get all the stuff out of a junkyard, and that's pretty much where all these parts came from. But they all work good together, and it's a good car. I just want to get it finished. Try to decide where to go from there. But that's your walk around of it. I hope that answers some of y'all's questions. If not, let me know. And if y'all want to see something, let me know. I'll try to make it happen. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one.